Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do a super quick video for this play on Pulse Chain. It's called Spark Swap. And if you're familiar with farming and staking, and you like to get into these platforms where you provide liquidity for a yield, this is something that just launched a couple of days ago. And yeah, I just threw a 10K into it just to throw something in because there is some juicy APRs right now. Of course, those will change as we, progress with this. But yeah, there's definitely money to be made on this thing. So, real quick, not a financial advisor, as you guys may or may not know. Definitely not giving you any type of financial advice. If you want to get into this, do your own research and do your own due diligence. Know that there is risk involved, just like anything else in the crypto space. There's going to be risk involved. So if you're going to get in, only put in what you can afford to lose. Okay. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So, Spark Swap. Let's take a look at the TVL. TVL right now sitting at $8.2 million. I actually saw this a couple of days ago, and I think when I saw it, it was at 2.5 million. It was under 3 million. I think it was 2.5 million. And I said, man, this looks like a pretty interesting play. And I kind of just put it on the back burner. I said, let me come back to it. And then, just got busy. Life happens, and you're got kids running around and things of that nature, them getting ready for school and all that. And then I said, you know what? I got to go check out that Spark Swap thing that I made a note of. And when I looked earlier today, I was like, man, $8.2 million. The thing jumped in TVL just in a couple of days, a couple of $1 million, $6 million, or whatever it was. And I think Spark was at, I don't know what it was. It was at like 80 cents or something like that. Now it's at $1.17. So yeah, threw in a little bit in here. Let me show you some of these farms here. So I threw in a 10K into this Spark PLS farm. They also have a PLS, PLSX or PulseX and Pulse farm right here. So yeah, that's 196% APR. This one's 382% APR. This one here is 332%, 234%. Then they have single staking pools here. Also, you can go to wrap PLS in here, 295%. You can actually see what it's paying out each day, 7 days, 30 days, a year. And then they have the sparkler right here. So you can actually take the spark that you're earning and throw it in here, and then you'll earn more Spark PLS, right? So there's a whole. I want to show you here in their white paper, a potential strategy that you can use, because one thing about these farms is, and again, the farms were really, really heavy a couple of years ago. We were deep into a lot of different farms at the time. This is when the farms on Binance Smart Chain, just took off, and there was like a new farm coming out every single week. And the problem with those farms is the native token. There's a lot of sell pressure on the native token. So the very token that you're farming, you have to sell it off to lock in your profit. So you're selling off the native token that you're farming. The price drops. I mean, it's just a spiral. If you guys know what I mean, it's just like a downward spiral, and the farm would fail, right? Or it would just it wouldn't be worth jumping into it anymore because it wasn't profitable. Well, with this one here, you can actually pull your profit or lock in profits without ever selling Spark, which is pretty cool, right? So yeah, again, you can come in here, click on the docs right here, check it out for yourself. Here's a chart right here, right? So again, it's doing really well, right? I mean, we're at a time right now where there's a lot of rug pulls, a lot of platforms are having issues. This one here is printing. It is printing right now. So yeah, you can see here. You see here. What did I miss here? Market cap is just over 2 million for Spark. I think the liquidity is 2 million. Yeah, look at that. pretty crazy, these numbers, right? So again, we'll see what happens here. Certainly looks like a good play to get into right now, especially if you have funds on Pulse Chain. Like we have a lot of funds on Pulse Chain. We're really not doing anything with. So, why not throw it in here? Um, so this is their white paper right here. It says here, nothing shared in the diagrams below is meant to be seen as financial advice, merely as different options for the paths you can take with the rewards you're earning in the protocol. So again, this is not the end all be all. You can do what you want to do, okay? But this is a potential strategy that you can use to pull profit without ever selling a single Spark token. Because again, that's the downfall with these farms. When you're farming a specific token and you have to sell that specific token off to lock in your profit, it's just like it's a downward spiral that it creates, right? You're farming these tokens, you're selling them off. As you sell them off, you're dropping the price, so it's not profitable to farm them anymore. It's a downward spiral. So you can, you only make money if you're first in, and it only lasts, a couple of days, right? Well, with this potential strategy, it says here you can make gains and grow your bag without ever selling a single Spark token. So here's a potential diagram, right? You create your LP. I'm going to assume you know how to do that. You can do it right here on the website, right? And then you farm, and then what happens is you claim your Spark, because as you farm, you're you're farming Spark. Then you claim it, and then here you can deposit it in the Sparkler right here. You deposit it right in the Sparkler, and when you deposit it in the Sparkler, you're earning more Spark PLS LPs, right? So you claim your Spark PLS LPs, and then what you do is you split the LP, right? In other words, you remove the liquidity, and then you take your Pulse, and you can sell that off, and then you take your Spark, and you can throw that back into the Sparkler, and it just becomes like this never-ending, right? Or theoretically, right, on paper at least, right, a never-ending perpetual money making machine, right? Where you're earning, you're selling off Pulse, you're earning more Spark, you're putting that back into the platform, you're earning more, you're selling off your Pulse, putting Spark back into the system, and it's just like perpetual money, right? So yeah, this is a one strategy you can use, right? Compound, right? Or take profit in PLS, right? So again, you can either take profit, which I always suggest taking profit, right? You can take profit, sell off your LP, remove the liquidity, right? Split the LP, put the Spark back in, and sell off your Pulse, right? Or do whatever you want with your Pulse, right? Or you can just take your LP tokens and just continue to compound and throw it back into the farm. In which case you're just following this diagram. It's a perpetual money machine, right? And they have another diagram here where it says infinite money generator 2, make gains and grow your bag without ever selling a single Spark token. This is another strategy where let's say you come in here, you stake single asset in the pools, right? There's a couple different pools you can choose from, right? Wrap PLS, DAI, Wrap ETH. You obviously are earning Spark, right? Then you deposit that Spark into the Sparkler. Obviously, when you're depositing in the Sparkler, you're earning these LP tokens, Spark PLS LP tokens. And then here, you split them up, you sell off your Pulse, take profit, you put the Spark back in the Sparkler, right? And it becomes a perpetual money machine, or you can continue to compound, right? You split it up, you take your Spark, put that in the Sparkler, the Pulse, instead of taking profit and selling it or doing whatever, you throw it back in to the pool, right? Throw it back into the pool. So again, this is another option to have this perpetual money machine working for you. This is with a single asset, of course, right? So again, you can compound, you can take profit. So again, cool thing about this platform is you don't really have to sell the native token off to lock in your profit. right? You can take profit anytime and take profit in Pulse and keep putting your Spark back into the platform, and it just continues to grow and grow and grow. So yeah, this is definitely a play that you can get into on Pulse. Like I said, I threw 10K into it. I probably will scale up. I just want to kind of throw in a little bit and test it out and see how it goes. But so far, so good. And it's from a trusted team. The team that did EMP money, AJ and those guys. I never really had any doings or any conversations with AJ, but from what I've seen, I know he's been around the block. He's one of the more trusted and reputable guys in this space. So, he's behind this. So it's from a trusted team. So yeah, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Of course, if you need to get money on Pulse, you can go through the actual bridge, the Pulse chain bridge if you want to do that. There's a couple ways you can do it, but yeah, this video I just wanted to show you, a play here that you can get into that can create, perpetual gains for you if you follow that potential strategy. Of course, it's not financial advice, but it can be done. So that being said, just a quick one here, just to let you know that there's some cool plays out there on Pulse Chain that you can jump into if you have funds on Pulse or if you want to get into Pulse. So with that being said, I will catch you on the next one. Of course, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. And make sure you follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And with that said, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.